right, guys. First of all, I apologize. I should have got this to you earlier. I meant to on Monday, and then as you saw in the videos, I was exhausted on Monday, so I told myself I'd do it yesterday, and then yesterday came and went, and I forgot. But today I have help. I have Luigi, and we're going to cover nationalism real quick. Okay, nationalism in terms of Italy and Germany. We've been talking about Italy and Germany all year. If you think about it, Italy with Rome, there is no Italy. It's just the Roman city, then becomes a city-state and an empire. Germany we don't do a lot with, a little bit with the 30 Years' War. We talk about their policies a little, not a ton. As we go through the course, Germany becomes a little more important, but they too are only about 150 years old, 1870. Okay, so what is nationalism? First of all, what is the definition of nationalism? It is loyalty and devotion to a state with an emphasis on a common history and culture. Your culture is the key defining aspect. You can also see this as sometimes people define nationalism as intense pride in one's country. Your parents could tell you post 9/11, we had a lot of national pride. Everybody was flying flags and God bless America at ball games and national anthems, and became a big deal again. Okay, sometimes it takes a tragedy or a unifying event to bring us all together. Uh, Thinking back to when Bin Laden was assassinated, watching Sunday Night Baseball that night when the Mets and the Phillies were playing, and two deep rivals, the crowd just starts chanting USA. It was awesome. That was pride in our country. We were very proud to be Americans at that time. So it's the unifying force, this history and culture and devotion to that state that shares that similar history and culture with you. Okay, so look at Italy first. Man, look at all those separate little entities there in Italy. Corsica, the Sicilies, the Papal States, the Grand Duchy, Lombardy, which is today northern Italy. Okay, what happens here in Italy? Italy is made up of independent city-states. Okay, two people to know: Garibaldi, get down, bud. You tell you bye-bye. You're gone. See ya. Careful. Garibaldi, okay, leads the red shirts from southern Italy, and then Cavour comes through northern Italy, and eventually they will meet. Okay, those two guys literally they meet on a bridge, and they're like, "Hey, why don't we just come together and do this, make one Italy?" Oh, okay, why not? So they do. That's kind of how Italy starts. Okay, and then the Papal States will join later, which will unite all of Italy. Now the Papal States, some of the church, they do get to keep one area, the Vatican. It's the smallest country in the world today. They have their own little government structure there within the city of Rome. They're in the Vatican, so they do keep some independence. Okay. What about Germany? Holy cow! Look at this. Look at all those states there in Germany. Jeez, Germany is a conglomerate, all kinds of different little independent states, dating back to a lot of it goes back to the 30 Years' War of the 17th century. Here we go. A lot of independent states like Bavaria and Prussia. Prussia is the biggest one of those independent states. This gentleman here, Otto von Bismarck, will become the prime minister of Prussia. He will start to use nationalism, this pride in your country of being a German citizen, to kind of speak to and get people to understand maybe we should unite. Okay, and he uses what's known as realpolitik, okay, realpolitik, which is very Machiavellian. You guys remember Machiavellian, the ends justify the means. You use whatever you need to. You play the Democrats, you play the Republicans, you play the liberals, you play the conservatives, you play everybody to accomplish whatever goal you've got to play. And that's what he does, okay? And then in 1870, there will be a war fought between France and Prussia, known as the Franco-Prussian War, that will eventually lead to the creation of Germany. Okay, now Germany itself will actually be united, and they have their coronation of the German prince of Otto von Bismarck, okay, and Kaiser Wilhelm inside the Hall of Mirrors in the Versailles Palace. Now that's very important as we move through the end of World War I with the Treaty of Versailles. Germany begins their nation in the French palace at Versailles, and at the end of World War I, the French will bring the Germans back and completely embarrass and kind of seek revenge for the end of World War I. At the end of World War I, in the Versailles Palace, in the exact same room that the German nation began, quote unquote, began. Okay, very short, very sweet lesson today. Tomorrow, make sure you do the reading on Bismarck, and then there's 10 questions. All that is on Classroom. I assume that'll be on Mr. Russell's Classroom as well. For you guys, I apologize for not getting this to you earlier. I just totally forgot I didn't do it on Monday. So that is my apologies, my fault. Blame me. You won't be the first nor the last, but it's all good. Hope you guys have a great day. Stay warm out there and stay COVID-19 free. I'm out.